In this energy healing, we empowered self-healing regarding shame by expanding your awareness and calling upon more love, not less. Stay tuned. Welcome to Community Energy Healings to unlock your brightest future no matter what's happening in the world. This is a weekly service that I offer to the general public as my gift for anyone who resonates with this type of support. If you're here live with me on Zoom, then I invite you to use the chat to post any questions, any comments. Please feel free to do so throughout the energy healing. And I will be coming back around after the end of the energy healing. When we wrap up, I will turn off the recording and answer any questions that anyone may have. If you're here on YouTube catching the replay, then I invite you to use the comments section in the same way. I'll come back. I would love to connect with you and meet you in YouTube community. And also, please share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave comments, questions, all of the above. That helps me to build my YouTube channel. And I just would love for everyone to know that I have crossed the 500 subscriber mark. So we are small but mighty, and I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers. So your sharing and participating definitely helps me to help other people with the energy healings. Now, if you're new to energy healing in general, energy healings are an innovative empowerment modality that help you to access your natural power to create your best life in a really fast, accelerated sort of way, while simultaneously releasing the resistance that gets in the way. And if you're new to energy healings with me, then I'm going to invite you to pass on this particular energy healing and take a few first steps next. Go to unlockyourbrightestfuture.com, read the disclaimer, watch the orientation video, and then when you know that energy healings are for you, I invite you to participate live. You can do that by joining the Receive community, and you'll see our weekly reminders with the Zoom links there. And you can also check out the frequently asked questions at the same information page, because there's many ways to participate with the recordings and beyond YouTube. So there's ways to get on our list and get one delivered to you personally via emails. So just check that out. Additionally, if you'd like to learn about private energy healings with me and experience how quantum leaps truly are possible, again, you can get all that information there. Go to unlockyourbrightestfuture.com. So with that, if you don't know me, my name is Sonia Miller. I'm an empowerment coach and energy healing practitioner, and I help professional women and aligned souls who feel that they're meant for more to unlock the purpose, passion, prosperity, and potential that still eludes them without wasting time or working harder. And while my coaching programs are tailored for professional women, energy healing is for all souls. Anyone who's aligned with the topics that we cover, all are welcome. So welcome to those of you who are here live, and we're going to move into the energy healing now. So as we do each week, I'd like you to take a moment to just, if you haven't already, take a really deep breath, maybe close your eyes and shift gears to be present here now with yourself. I'm going to give you a moment to just get quiet and think about what you're ready to create or experience in your future. And this might be your immediate future or a bigger picture. Just take a moment to connect with that and then write a few words down. So I'll give you some silence for that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do our pre-energy healing assessment. It's our baseline assessment. And we always have 4 prompts. So I'm going to give you the 4 prompts. Write these down, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go back and fill in the blanks. So number 1 is the word struggle. Number 2, attention grabbers. Number 3, resistance, 1 to 10. And number 4, sensations. So now we're going to go back to number 1. As you think about what you are ready to create or experience in your future that you wrote down, write down the first things that come to your mind, just a few words about how or where you're struggling with that. And now going a little bit deeper, let's look at what is grabbing your attention. In other words, what is occupying the space of your awareness predominantly? Okay. Might be some questions about how do I do this? Might be replaying scenarios about things that are unknown or unknowable, and yet trying to grasp for something knowable. I wonder what is going to happen. What if? What's the answer? There might be images of people or certain words you hear a lot, self-talk. So whatever is grabbing your attention, whatever is in your awareness predominantly, and our minds are like that, they just kind of loop over the same thing, put those down as your attention grabbers. And now moving from the head down into the body, or from into the intuition, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much resistance do you feel around this topic for your future? And just trust your intuition. 10 is the highest level of resistance. 1 is almost nothing, or anything in between. Put that number down. And now really getting into your body now. You might even want to close your eyes if you haven't already. What sensations are present with you now regarding this topic? Notice where you're aware of sensations and any words to describe what you're noticing. And I invite you to really use descriptors of the sensation rather than attaching labels or names. So for example, instead of I feel sad in my stomach, sadness in my stomach, it might be there's a knot in my stomach. It feels hollow. It feels empty. It feels tight. It feels fuzzy. So see if you can describe the sensations. And when you're ready, now we're going to shift into the energy healing. Put aside paper, pen, and all devices. Get comfortable. And let's begin. So let's begin with a cleansing breath. Closing your eyes safely shut and becoming aware of whatever is holding your body up. Allow yourself to recognize the presence and the reliability of this physical support for your body and your being. And now breathing in and out of your heart, imagine that you are opening up a portal in your heart space to a deeper connection with yourself. And we're going to go through 3 rounds of breath, after which you'll resume a natural and comfortable rhythm. So simply follow along with me. Take a deep breath to fill your lungs completely. Hold the fullness for 1 beat. And exhale longer and slower, expelling every last drop of breath to empty, holding the emptiness for 1 beat. Relaxing deeper. And inhale to fill your lungs completely. Holding the fullness for 1 beat. And exhale longer and slower, expelling every last drop of breath to empty, holding the emptiness for one beat. Relaxing deeper. And one more to fill your lungs completely. Holding the fullness for one beat. And exhale longer and slower, expelling every last drop of breath to empty, holding the emptiness for one beat. Deeper and deeper relaxed. And now resuming a natural and comfortable rhythm in and out of your heart. And imagine that your heart space is a portal to divine life force energy. And as you breathe, this life force energy moves through your being and illuminates your consciousness and your awareness, conscious and unconscious, with the truth of who and what you really are. As you open up to this life force energy, your deepest wisdom remembers that you are one with life. You are not separate from life. And as such, you embody the very same qualities and properties. That this is your true essence, and that any challenge that you experience is a catalyst in this realm of duality to know yourself more deeply. So as you breathe, you know that you are love, you are wholeness, you are peace and joy. You are all sufficiency as of supply, prosperity, and abundance as an expression of life. For life is abundant. You are perfect health and wholeness. You are freedom and power and purpose. You are all that is good. And as this energy flows through you, it magnetically draws to you additional support from Mother Earth from below and Father Spirit from above. And these energies help you to navigate this realm of duality as a spiritual being having a human experience. And all of these energies commune to radiate beyond your flesh, to bathe you and surround you in love, peace, guidance, and protection. Okay. So I'm going to say the words, repeat after me throughout. And I invite you to simply not repeat after me and let these words wash over you if you prefer, or repeat after me aloud or silently to yourself. It's completely up to you. Okay, so repeat after me. My intention is to 100% embody fully the divine truth of who I really am, and to relate to all that is presenting in the love, peace, and light of truth, now and forevermore, in ways better than I ever imagined. So overall strength is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60%. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Weakness is a 10, 20% weakness. Okay, so we're actually starting with more strength than weakness, which is great. It just needs more support and fortifying here. Okay, so 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and weakness is 20, 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Infinity to infinity, 1, 2, 3 dimensional influences, memories, residuals, forgiving, forgetting, correcting. Right now, this minute's strong, complete, permanent, absolute to infinity, past, present, future, strong. You can tap on your heart center now. Deep breath. Okay, are there any internal objections? No. So we can just jump right in. Okay, the first thing that's coming up is a core wound. So if you'd like to repeat after me, this is powerful. Too ashamed to be myself. Okay, correcting physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, psychic, psychological, so all levels. This is going to be a good one, I can already tell. Okay. So what do we need to know about this? It's another core wound. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, if you'd like to repeat after me. No connection to self. So I was getting this with the first core wound, and then this confirmed it. So the power of this particular energy healing is it's about the shame you don't know about. Because sometimes we have things that we're ashamed of, judgmental of, rejecting of, and it's conscious to us. But the power of this energy healing is going to be about the aspects of self that you have shame around and you didn't even know it. And the reason that this is so important is you are as powerful as your capacity. Let me find another way to say that's even better. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say it the way I've often said it is you are as powerful as your inner child feels safe. And what that means more deeply is generally speaking, as we grow up, we are formed, we are products of our environment, and we are formed, we come in as our own authentic selves, and then we are subjected to conditions and people that start to condition us as to which aspects of self are acceptable, let alone valued or appreciated, and which aspects of self are not. And those aspects of self that are not acceptable start to be fractured and rejected, banished, ostracized. Okay, this part of me can't be here. This part of me can't be here. This part of me has no permission. This part of me. And so instead of being completely whole, wherever we go, where all of us is welcome, we experience parts of us not being welcome. So I would say a whole that is missing some of its parts is not whole. Okay. And so what that does is we are not able to connect to the wholeness and the power that is our unique, natural, authentic nature because we can't access all of ourselves to be fully expressed. That's one reason we can't be as powerful as we naturally are. And the other part is when parts of ourselves are not welcome, those parts, we are in a constant state of resistance to those parts of ourselves. And so since we're an expression of life, and life is always flowing through us, and that's how we experience our joy and fulfillment and experience our power is the flow of life through us, right? We cannot receive all of ourselves. We cannot receive life because so much of that energy is going towards keeping it away, controlling it. And we do it in all sorts of ways. We do it by analyzing ourselves. We use analysis to try to, well, let me put it this way. Analysis is a form of resistance. It usually comes in when, not always, but there's a little part of life where analysis is good. And that is for problem solving in the physical world, like doing math and organizing your calendar. It's just the task part of life. But when it's the expression of self, it's usually because feelings are arising. That's the main thing. Feelings are arising, and feelings are energy that moves through us. That's life moving through us. Okay. And your power rides on the current of your emotions and your feelings and your experiences. So that's when all sorts of aspects of self are expressed and a contribution and the divine wisdom of life. We become vehicles and vessels for the power of life because it's just flowing through us. But when parts of us are not being received and circulated because we're resisting it, because there's shame, right? Then all of that just gets bound up, which means our power is just squashed. So this is a very powerful concept. So back to, I know I went off on this rabbit hole, but the first core wound is too ashamed to be myself. But the deeper part is no connection to self. So this is going to be healing and addressing the parts of yourself that have been shamed that you didn't even know of. Now, the beauty of energy healing is that this makes this a very gentle process. So I'm going to make this very clear for your mind because I know some people are going to have their thinking minds are going to be like, I don't understand this. So I'll just give a personal example. Some years ago, I was really battling with loneliness and just this it's called pathological loneliness, and there's this like deep grief that wouldn't end. What I didn't know was that I was ashamed that I felt lonely because my mind was saying, how could you feel lonely? So many people love you, right? Once I realized that I was ashamed of my own loneliness, which meant that I couldn't go anywhere with it because I was trying to keep it away, right? And I finally received those feelings of loneliness and let them be here. I quantum leapt to a whole new level of power because I was no longer battling myself, bound up in resistance. And my loneliness finally had a place to feel safe existing in my relationship with myself. So it's that kind of thing where you might be ashamed of aspects of yourself, feelings, personality traits, memories, experiences of the past, that the healing comes with really receiving them fully and allowing them to be here. And the first piece can be just becoming aware. Sometimes just becoming aware, oh my gosh, this is a part of myself that didn't have permission to be here. I am willing to receive this with love and compassion. And then that releases resistance. And when we release resistance, amazing abundance can flow through our lives because that's what keeps it blocked and stuck. So we're now going to be addressing too ashamed to be myself and no connection to self, specifically aspects of self that you have held the shame energy. Okay. So physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, psychic, psychologically. So no connection to self is psychological. So awareness is very important here, whereas the actual shame energy is on all levels. Okay. So that being said, let's find out what more we need to know about these core wounds. Healing sequence. Interesting. So repeat after me. Love is goodness. So there's an incongruency with this. What else do we need to know about associations with goodness? Emotions. 1 to 10, 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so shame came up again. All right, so I'm gonna just speak what I want to just see if this is accurate, but I'm getting okay. So there is a religious wound here. And this thing is where in some religions, whether it's the way it's communicated, whether it's the way we hear it, but there is a confusion that happens even under the best of intentions regarding interpretation of things like goodness and sin and shame that causes us to experience shame where aspects of ourselves don't have permission to exist, to be here, because we are trying to be good. We're trying not to be sinners. So there's something here about goodness and shame that's coming in, and there's a lot of draining around this. So I want you to tap on your heart center. And if this is a sensitive subject for you regarding religion, because religion can be a very sensitive subject, I'm going to invite you to interpret this in whatever way you need to feel safe. And as far as I know, every religion, most religions, even though there's a human level of interpretation applied to divine energetics, is based in love. It's in our attempt to connect with the purity of divine love. So just remember that this is all about love, and interpret any words that I use, interpret this however you need to feel safe with this and to connect with the highest truth of love for your path, your personal truth. So this is about your unique alignment, nothing I'm telling you, but your unique truth about what you need to connect with to feel safe, at peace, and in alignment with what comes through. Okay. So as you're tapping on your heart center now, imagine that life force energy that is the source of all that is love, light, and wholeness, is flowing into your body and is illuminating the places within you where you carry shame and didn't know about it, where aspects of yourself did not have permission to be, that were regarded in a distortion of judgment, where these aspects of self felt not good, not valuable, not safe to exist. And this life force energy, which is love and wholeness and light, is now illuminating all of the spaces within your body and your being where this has been held. And the energy of shame collapses into pure, neutral bubbles of loving light. As one of my teachers used to say, the only reason for shame is as a call for more love, not less. That is the only purpose that shame serves. So as this shame energy within your body and your being collapses into little bubbles of light, this energy now is released. The shame is released as pure energy, floating to your spinal column, and then trickling down the spinal column like a gentle trickle of water, down through your hips, legs, and at the bottoms of your feet, down into the earth. And Mother Earth receives this energy with so much love and compassion, sending it back to Source to be recycled and repurposed. And as this beautiful life force energy continues to flow through your heart space into your body, it now illuminates the empty spaces left behind, depositing within your consciousness, your body, and your being the unique light codes that are perfect for you and only you, that stimulate and remind your entire being the truth, the memory, and the recognition of the truth of who you are, authentically, whole, fully embraced, accepted, loved. And as these light codes that are now deposited in these spaces inhabits your being and your consciousness, they come to life as awareness, as energy, as self-love, as peace, as inspiration and clarity and safety and freedom and joy and fulfillment. and they have a life of their own to be fully expressed now and forevermore for you, your unique expression of being in your own life, for your future, for your dreams. Your whole being recalibrates to embrace and embody your wholeness at an entirely new level. So take a deep breath. Okay, you can stop tapping. All right. So is there anything else associated with goodness, shame, too ashamed to be myself, no connection to self? Okay. Is there anything else for today? So strong muscle. Yep. There's more. There's fear. It's a spiritual fear, rejection of self. Okay. Rejection of self. More on that. Exponential fear, fear to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. So it's multi-layered. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Anything more around rejection of self? Any other fears? No. Anything else for today? So strong muscle. Okay. Do we need to get to the origin of this energy? So strong muscle. Yeah, this particular energy healing, everyone who needs this one today or in the future just needed this fortification because we started with more strength and weakness. We didn't have to dig deep into origins. There were no internal objections. So this is kind of one of those things where whenever anyone is in alignment with the frequency of this energy healing now or in the future, it means they're ready. They're just ready to release the shame, and here's the support to do so. Okay, so with that, and only the truth and light, anything else for today? Numeric, tapping if a holding TAT, vortex of light, spiritual bodies, you and release. All right, so tapping on your heart center. We're going to release this energy, reset your field, and restore you to the wholeness that's your true nature. Okay, correcting at the energy to matter, matter to energy level to other dimensions, existence, universe, time, space, energy, black hole, the unknown. Eliminate, free, independent, release, and protect. Memories, residuals, remnants, imprints, remains to zero. Memories, one, forgiving, one, forgetting, one. Right now, this minute, strong. Same, not same. Different, not different. Change, no change. 100% perception. Conscious, unconscious. Enhancements, triggers, blockage. Take a deep breath. Okay, so keep tapping. We're going to confirm that you've neutralized, healed, and released all exponential fear, all rejection of self, all spiritual fear, that you've neutralized, healed, and released the incongruency of love is goodness and all shame associated with that, as well as no connection to self, specifically the aspects of self that you have held with shame and didn't know so, as well as the core wound of too ashamed to be myself. Take another deep breath. Okay, so now repeat after me. I am home within myself. All of me is good and valuable. I love myself. And understand deeply that love is much more than a feeling. Love is the way that I relate to myself and all aspects of myself. I treat myself with love and kindness. I'm willing, ready, and able to connect with my inner champion, which experiences and expresses my inner nurturer, my inner advocate, and my inner protector as love. Love is goodness. I am a blessing exactly as I am. I am a gift exactly as I am. I am willing, ready, and able to connect with all aspects of me with gentleness, with curiosity, with safety. I'm confirming this physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, psychically, and psychologically. You can take another deep breath. Okay, you can stop tapping if you're still tapping. And then we're going to move into the wind down. So repeat after me. My intention has been to 100% embody fully the divine truth of who I really am, and to relate to all that was presenting in the love, peace, and light of truth, now and forevermore, in ways better than I ever imagined. Overall strength is 100 and weakness is 0. Great. So we're going to start to bring this to a close. As you take some gentle breaths and feel yourself coming back to your waking reality, you can give your hands a squeeze and your legs a squeeze to feel yourself in your body. We give grateful thanks to our expanded selves, Mother Earth, Father Spirit, and the divine love of the universe world without end, fully releasing all of this unto the infinite power of the divine, allowing perfect right action to express in, as, and through you with ease and grace. And now, as you're ready, when you're ready, you can open your eyes if you haven't already. And we're going to start to move into the post energy healing assessment. Okay. So take a moment to look at, just let your eyes scan over what you wrote down in your pre-assessment and connect with yourself and see if you feel better, worse, or the same when you started. Please let me know in the chat, and I'd love it if you could put in your first number and also check your resistance now, okay? If the first number is higher than the second number, it means the resistance has come down. And also please put in the chat anything else that stands out for you, as well as any questions. Again, I'll circle back around after we wrap up, okay? Meanwhile, while you're doing that, a couple key things to look for, to observe over the course of the next week. And these are 3 areas of life observation. So number 1 is pay attention to the attention grabbers that occupy your awareness in the week ahead, and notice the shifts. Notice what's different as the week progresses in comparison to where you were when you began. Also make note of opportunities, insights, manifestations on an inner level or an outer level, pleasant surprises. This is not a coincidence. These are manifestations that are a reflection of how your consciousness creates your reality. And that's what energy healing does. As your attention grabber shift and what occupies your awareness shifts and your subconscious energy shifts, your consciousness that creates your reality shifts. So you manifest new things. Okay, that's how we unlock our brightest future. And then as far as the question, what do I do? Do what's in front of you and take action on the feel-good breadcrumbs that show up as best you can with no attachment to the outcome. This is life and your inner wisdom guiding you step by step, even if your mind doesn't connect the dots. All right. So with that, again, if you're interested in exploring private energy healing with me, unlockyourbrightestfuture.com. Please like, please share. This helps me help others through the YouTube channel. And remember, your future is bright when you shine your light. I'll see you next time.